Hello everyone, welcome to the video, thanks for watching. Sorry I've not done one for a while, but it's winter, there's not a lot to report. However, I've been having a bit of a problem, a serious problem, which has caused me a lot of concern. And some of you may be aware of a video I put out some time ago regarding I had a small temporary pond set up and the heron came and attacked and killed pretty much my fish, hacked them to pieces even though there was a net. Now ideally what I should have done is probably covered the temporary pool up or put like a net way above it, but unfortunately it was only a temporary thing for a few days. I didn't expect anything, never seen a heron in my garden before, and guess what, you get a heron and recently it's been coming back. The bastard is coming back. I've seen him on the sleeper pond, you know, on the trying to get at the fish. I've not been here personally, but my parents are staying over and they've got a dog that's going out and barking at it and scaring it away. But basically that's what's going on, and it keeps coming back. So obviously, you know, we had some snow and I saw it, and it was literally on this big building at the side of me. So I got some snowballs and I was chucking at it to scare the damn fucking thing away. But it keeps coming back, and I've lost some fish. Out of 8, 4 are dead. Well, I must assume that because 2 are missing. 2 fish are actually missing out of the pond. One was hurt, and I found another one dead on the top, floating, that had a load of fungus on it, so obviously that's been hacked to pieces by the heron. The thing is, when you put a net over, it's not very nice on your pond, and it's something I've resisted doing for a long time. However, unfortunately, we're going to have to put a net over. So let me just show you what we've done to stop that bloody heron coming back. I've had to get some heavy duty netting. I got that off eBay. They're about 4 centimeters wide, the squares on this one. I used some of my existing small netting as well, just to cover a little area, and the back side of the pond as well. So essentially it's fully netted now. I've had to build some support structure to raise the net above the water, so if the heron does come back, it's unlikely to have access, because I think if you've got about a foot above the water level, you should be fine, because obviously the long beak is only about that long in it. So I don't think it can penetrate the water as it stands. There is a little bit of a gap, obviously not covered at the back where the garage is, but I can barely squeeze through myself, so I can't see a heron getting around the back there. And if it did, it'd be pretty much trapped in there, you know. Anyway, that's essentially what we've been up to. So in order to deal with herons, there's a few methods. Obviously in the UK you're not allowed to kill them, but other countries you may be. Basically you can get like a water jet that is connected to a hose pipe with a sensor that fires and scares it away. You can get like you can get these models of herons, but I think they get wise to those quite quickly. And in mating season, they might come thinking it's a mate when it's not. You have to move these things around quite regular, but I don't think you're fooling them, to be honest with you. Some people have reported good results with getting those crocodile models and putting them in. That might be an idea. Some people have said that they're quite effective. There's not a lot you can really do to stop a heron apart from netting your pond. It's the ultimate way of preventing a heron having access to your pond. So essentially, that's it really. We've had a lot of rain and snow recently. So those of you in America probably have got a similar sort of issue, I believe. So that's essentially the update on the pond really. The heron keeps coming back. I think keeping it coy, he had a similar issue. He's shown video of the actual herons being around. So yeah, unfortunately, some people have used like fishing line to try and stop the flight path of them and getting in, but they just wade in over that. I don't think that's effective either. I think that's effective. I think the foolproof way is to net your pond, and that's what we've done. So without further ado, let me show you the netting process that I've done on this pond, and I highly recommend, guys, you do this as well. If you've got herons that you've seen around, listen, get it netted as quickly as possible. If you've got an in-ground pond, a way of having your net over it is you can get some pipe work that is flexible, bend it a little bit, and then put pikes in the bottom of it, put it into the ground so it's like an arch, and then put your net over. That's a way of doing it if you've got an in-ground pond. But if you've got a sleeper pond with a pergola, you've got a structure that is already existing that you can use to stop predators getting in. So let me show you that, and hopefully you find this informative. So I thought I'd just show you the fish that I've got remaining. I can only see 3 out of 6. So we've got the 2 over there and 1 over there. So we zoom in. Got 1 there, and then 2 over there by the fish cave. That's the fish cave I designed to try and prevent herons getting hold of my fish. So this is the net I put in place to protect fish from any sort of herons. Unfortunately, I don't think it's been completely 100% successful. I've seen the heron come on here numerous times. So let's just get that other fish out of the water so you can see. Right guys, I thought I'd just show you what I'm doing. I'm putting some acroflorin medicine in to disguise the water, make it go a bit green, to basically prevent the heron being able to see the fish. So I think I need to do a bit of a correction. I did actually have 8 fish, not 6. I was thinking about the previous lot that I had. So I've lost 1 ghost, 1 koi, and obviously this one's dead as well down here. So that's 3 that I've lost, and 1's injured. So I've just shown you that in the bucket. Come here. So I'm just looking after this beagle dog for my parents, and she's been quite a good deterrent to the herons when she's in the garden, that is. So, you know, get yourself a nice dog. Is probably the ultimate way of stopping any sort of predators getting at your fish. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my ghost carp. I can't locate the other one either. That's vanished. It's not in the pond. So if we try and nudge it a little bit to see if it responds. Now he is breathing, but he doesn't look very good. I can't detect any obvious damage on his body. I just don't know what's wrong with him. You just can't detect anything in terms of what's wrong with him. So hopefully you get a good view there, but I just can't see what's wrong with him. The only thing I would say is his tail. And his tail seems alright as well. I don't know, but I don't know how long he's going to last. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've just removed some of this foliage here, and you can see a fish here heavily covered in fungus. That fish has been attacked by a heron, because this is what happened last time. If you go back and watch my history, you'll be able to see what happened to my other fish. But clearly, as you can see, it's got fungus growing all over the fish, which means it's been attacked and injured, and then obviously died over a period of time. So that's the fish, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it's very dead. Right, so basically I've got a big net that's hooked up with these red hooks, basically screwed into the structure all the way around. So I'm just showing you all the way around what I've done, so you can see, guys. Obviously you can see we've got some red lanterns, tea light candle lanterns put on as well. But yeah, it's unsightly, but what can you do? You've got to stop the damn herring. So what I've done to elevate is I created these posts that run along. So obviously they're about 50 centimeters high, and I've created these posts that go up like that. So we've got 4 of them there, and then in order to go around the windmill, I had to make it quite a bit higher here, so that's what we've done here. So obviously it's about twice the height, as you can see, and you need to get the net really taut as you can, to stop the heron being able to get on there. So that prevents it able to get in. Now when I pulled it down, as you can see, the net sort of goes round like that, because we haven't got a hook at the top. So what I did is got a bit of my other netting, which is a bit smaller, and just filled the gap. So it's attached there, runs to the top on those hooks and around. So essentially that's what we've done here. If you can go back a little bit, you can see the net. And then I got my other net that I've had for a little while on the back, just to cover the back side of it. As you can see, that's how it covers the back side of the pond, just to stop the heron being able to gain access through there. I find it really unlikely that it could, but it's best to be safe than sorry. And again, I just used these hooks to attach and make it taut. Again here, you know, nice and taut. So you want to make it as taut as you can without damaging it, obviously. And there you go. So yeah, does it look nice? No, but it protects the pond from a herring. But unfortunately, these are things you've got to do sometimes when you've got herons about. Now obviously when I'm here and it gets a bit warmer, maybe obviously I could take this down a little bit, take that down, and just have this area open. So I thought I'd just show you the net. As you can see, the fish are there, protected. Now I've only got 4 left, so some were using the fish cave, some were not. I wish they'd all been using the fish cave, because they would have been protected, but some of them just didn't want to use it for some reason. Here's my remaining ghost koi that I've pulled out. Now he was floating upside down, and he has got some scale damage on the top. I don't know if we can show you, but yeah, you can see the scale damage on the top. So obviously he's been attacked. I just don't know if he's going to pull through. It's been about a week. I put him in here because it's a bit warmer in the garage than it is outside. It's probably about 5 degrees warmer. and I've got this, obviously this temporary air pump going. Picked up this aquarium type bubbler thing off Amazon for about £5, and I'm just keeping oxygen going in there, and occasionally doing like a water change. Every couple of days I'll put a new bucket of water in, and then obviously we are using some medicine in there as well, but let's just hope we pull through. But yeah, herons not just damage your fish with their beaks as like a spear, but they also carry nasty bacteria that infect your fish and can kill them just by bacterial infection. And because they're in water, they're not like humans where you get a scab on your skin and it heals. In water, things don't heal very quickly, and it can take a long time. So he's sort of surviving, but will he pull through? I don't know. This morning when I came in, he was sort of a little bit upside down. So it's questionable whether he will survive. Is he as bad as the other fish during the heron attack? If you've not seen that, please go and check out my other video. I'll put a link in the description box if you want to see it, but it's quite horrific when you see the heron attack. Basically all the other fish ended up having severe fungus growing all over their body, and two of the butterfly ones were pretty much paralysed and could only breathe, and they died quite quickly. And the other fish just didn't survive. So what I could do is put a bit of salt in, see if that helps. But make sure it's food grade salt. It's not the stuff you put on your fish and chips. It has to be specialist salt. But yeah, he's not doing too good. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.